Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the channel. This is Brandon Ingram here, back on another live stream today. So, I'm going to be reviewing last night's Monday Night Raw. I'm going to be telling y'all what all happened on Monday Night Raw. So, if you haven't done so, please be sure you hit that like and subscribe button, turn on those notifications so you won't miss the live streams I do every week on this channel. All the reviews I do every week on this channel, so you won't miss the WWE rumors as well. I always tell you the WWE rumors sometimes. Sometimes after my review, I sometimes tell you the WWE rumors. You know. Because, you know, all day and every day, WWE rumors are always out every single day, so. So, we're only a few weeks away. Ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you, we're only a few weeks away from WrestleMania. So it said tonight, it said last night, that Brock Lesnar would be live. Brock Lesnar would be live on the show, and he was. So, let me remind y'all that the last time Brock was on Raw was that he was clobbered by Drew McIntyre and left laying. So it said last night Lesnar will be hell-bent on revenge, whether there's spectators present or not, which that happened. And then Randy Orton would be on there. Randy Orton showed up last night, cut his promo to Edge, you know, in response to Edge of what Edge said about Randy Orton. And then we had more things that happened on Raw last night. So be sure you, before we get started, be sure you follow me on Twitter. Be sure you, like my Facebook page that I'm still going to be boosting up soon. Not my Facebook profile picture, but not my Facebook profile, but my Facebook page. The one, I created a Facebook page, and it says the hashtag INGRAMBA. That's the hashtag of my page. I mean, that's what it says on my page. It says, I think it says Brennan Ingram or something like that. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to say. That's my page. I also post this live stream on my Facebook page, Facebook profile page too. Excuse me, trying to correct myself today. Just got through eating some good old McDonald's here. So, everybody ready? We're going to start in 3, 2, 1. So tonight's Raw opens up with Paul Heyman staring at the camera in the dark room. He introduces himself and says his client has proven himself as the single most dominant force in the history of WWE, which Brock Lesnar has proven that numerous of times. Don't forget, he's a former Universal Champion, a current WWE Champion. I think he's a former World Heavyweight Champion too, I think. I think he won the World Heavyweight Champion too. I know he's a former UFC Champion. I know that for a fact too. So, and it shows his resume on Wikipedia and all other sites. Pro Wrestling, it shows his resume and all that. So, his client proving himself as the single most dominant force in the history of WWE, then lists many of Brock's victims. And don't forget, this review is going to be quick. Anyways, back to the article. So, we did see Drew McIntyre in the same situation. He says everything Heyman said was true. Brock has dominated everyone for over 2 decades. Then Brock ran into him, and just in case, Brock thought the Royal Rumble was a fluke. He proved to himself again that he has met his match. And at WrestleMania, he will claim more Brock Lesnar, pin him, and become the reigning defending WWE champion. So then they go live to the Performance Center, where Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar are standing in the ring. Heyman says it's time to be honest for a change. We live in uncertainty times, but they're giving us some certainty in the form of Brock Lesnar. You see, Drew McIntyre can train his ass off, spar with mixed martial arts, and do just about anything he wants, but he cannot beat Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania, says Heyman. Heyman says Drew can get on his hands, on his knees, but God's prayer line is busy, and the next time he prays about WrestleMania, it will be Lesnar who answers and makes it quick and painless. That said, after what McIntyre has done, Brock will make it quick, but it won't be painless. Heyman says McIntyre is a made man because of Brock Lesnar, but after WrestleMania, he'll be just another bitch that got beaten by the best of all time. That's what Heyman claims. That's what he said last night on Monday Night Raw to open up Raw. That's not all he said. He also said the reigning defending WWE champion now, then, and forever, Brock Lesnar. And that was all he said. So after that, we got a recap of last week when The Undertaker attacked Gallows and Anderson. AJ Styles said AJ Styles would be live later tonight, and then they showed a replay of the whole 2015 Royal Rumble WWE Triple Threat match between Seth Rollins, John Cena, and Brock Lesnar. So then we got a recap of the AJ Styles Undertaker feud thus far. It said AJ will be live on Raw to address the Dead Man next. So it went on commercial break. So he was next. So then it went on commercial break. And then after commercial break, it was back live, and then we got the third recap of Styles versus Taker of the night. Mom, I'm trying to do something right now. So the phenomenal one comes to the stage, flanked by Gallows and Anderson. AJ states the tagline that was WrestleMania is just too big for one night. And it's official that he and The Undertaker will go one-on-one. That match will be for the ages, for sure. So Styles says he doesn't care which night their match is, but he's sure Taker does because Michelle. Alright, y'all, I'm back. Alright, I'm back. I was told about something important. Anyways, I'm getting back to what we was talking about AJ Styles and Undertaker. So Undertaker and AJ Styles will go one on one at WrestleMania. I don't know how WWE is planning on having all these matches at WrestleMania with all this coronavirus going around. They're probably gonna have it in the building with no fans. That's what they did with Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown. They're gonna do all the matches, but it's gonna be in a building with no fans, where it's gonna have no fans or nobody there in attendance. As like I said last week, it's weird how there's no fans in the building. So, anyways, after that Brock Lesnar and Paul Heyman segment, back live, we get our third recap of Styles versus Taker tonight, and I think I already read that the Phenomenal One comes to the stage, flanked by Gallows and Anderson. AJ states the tagline that WrestleMania is just too big for one night, and it's official. It said The Undertaker and AJ Styles will go one on one, and Styles says he doesn't care which night the match is. He's sure Taker does because Michelle McCool might have a preference. So, like I said, I apologize for having my mic off. I was told about something important, so I had to cut it off for important reasons. But my mic's back on now, so we're gonna continue forward. We're gonna continue on with this Monday Night Raw review. Last night's Monday Night Raw. So, anyways, Styles makes fun of Undertaker's clothing, saying he wore maternity pants and looked like a gothic version of Dog the Bounty Hunter. Styles says Undertaker posted a video of himself swimming with a tiger on Twitter, along with Michelle McCool. We see the clip on the screen, and Styles says he doesn't know who this man is. Ever since, hold on a second. Ever since he lost to Brock Lesnar and the streak ended, he's never been the same man, and he wanted to take Undertaker's soul, but his wife already took that. Undertaker says his mystical is gone, replaced by an old man taking selfies on Instagram. Styles says he doesn't want Mark Galloway. He wants The Undertaker, but he's nowhere to be found. However, he can give us what we want. He can bring the dead man back in the match he would love. He challenges him to a boneyard match. I was shocked when he said boneyard match. So AJ Styles did say he was going to get the fans what he want, and he did just that. He said he was going to have a boneyard match. So it's going to be a boneyard match between Undertaker and AJ Styles WrestleMania. So it says when it's over, he's got the perfect plot to bury him. And ironically, it's the same plot his wife picked out when she buried his career. So then, after the AJ Styles promo, Charlie Caruso interviews Zelina Vega, Angel Garza, and Andrade backstage, and it's clear that she has a crush on Garza. Vega insults Charlie, then says her men are the most charismatic men in WWE, and when they win the Raw Tag Team Championships at WrestleMania, Andrade will be the most decorated champion in all of WWE. They leave, but Garza comes back and stares at Charlie, who blushes. So then we see a replay of last week when Edge challenged Randy Orton to a last man standing match at WrestleMania. As Ricochet is making his entrance, Garza and Andrade attempt to sneak attack him, but he beats them out of the ring. His partner joins him, and the ref gets everything cooled down. So then we got a match between Andrade, Angel Garza with Zelina Vega ringside versus Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. This wasn't a bad tag team match at all. In fact, it was pretty good. This tag team match won't be long. It'll be quick. Like I said, this review will be quick. So while this game is loading the match, I just want to say that I was told by my mother that all KFCs will be closed tomorrow. So those of you who are watching my YouTube channel, who are watching my live stream, those of you that work at KFC, don't go to KFC tomorrow, because I was told by my mom that KFC will be closed. All KFCs will be closed. All of them. So, and then this week, not only KFC will be closed, there will be other places closed this week too, because of the coronavirus. I'm sure a lot of people has taken precautions. I've said this every week on my live stream. Make sure you all wash your hands, use soap, use hand sanitizer. It's very important to clean your hands, hygiene. I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. So.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
Very important.
Introducing first, accompanied by Zelina Vega from Gomez, Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 215 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, Andrade.
Casey and Caitlin.
Byron, are you at all surprised by the intensity level inside this arena right now?
Not in the least bit, Michael. This is the one the WWE Universe has been looking forward to for quite some time.
There's a video shown courtesy of WWE. And of course, Andrade and Angel Garza would love to pick up a victory over the Street Profits at WrestleMania. That would be I told everybody that sooner or later Andrade is going to end up forming a stable with Angel and Humberto. Humberto soon may end up turning heel. I think Humberto might end up. I think the direction WWE is going to this match, I think Andrade and Angel Garza should win the tag team titles for 3 reasons. Number one, that would give Humberto Carrillo an opportunity to turn heel.
Byron, tell me, how do you think the champ looks heading into this one?
So I'm impressed, Michael. Sometimes you see a champion look a little less motivated when the title is not on the line. But that's clearly not the case here tonight.
Number 2, I think the real reasons why Andrade and Angel Garza should win, number 2, is simply because Andrade and Angel Garza would start off with a stable, and then next month or 2 have Humberto Carrillo turn heel and join them, and then have Rey Mysterio turn heel and join them, and then the WWE Superstar Shakeup, they should put Lucha House Party on Raw, have all the Mexican and Hispanics on
from
Raw.
Monterrey, Mexico.
To do, like sort of like a Hispanic storyline. I think WWE should do a Mexican Hispanic storyline.
Byron, what can we expect to see from these 2 teams here tonight?
Michael, I fully expect to see these 2 teams put on an absolute clinic in tag team competition.
I think that would be great. That would bring back some of the old memories of Lucha Libre wrestling if they do that storyline. That would bring back, some of the old days of Mexican wrestling.
Corey, what should we expect from him here tonight?
I expect him to come out of the gate hot, Cole. From what I've been told, he's been really concentrating on getting the advantage early. But of course, that's easier said than done.
Have all those Mexican and Hispanics in the Mexican storyline in WWE. WWE should start their first Mexican WWE storyline. I think it should. They should. In a direction. So, number 3.
Here comes the future of flight.
So here's number 3. The third reason why I think they should win the Raw Tag Team Championship is because they rightfully deserve that opportunity. I mean, look who all the stars they defeated in WWE. They defeated the likes of Andrade and Angel Garza, defeated the likes of Rey Mysterio, Roberto, and Ricochet. And even Cedric Alexander, because I remember I seen the Andrade in the match with Cedric Alexander.
Byron. Yeah, but you can't talk about the future without mentioning the past. This man ruled the underground and became a king in Japan. Now he's here in WWE.
You have to think about it that way.
Somehow even better
Think
than
about it. Think about what WWE could be going, in what direction WWE could be going as far as having Andrade, Cien Almas, and Angel Garza winning those Raw Tag Team Champions. They could have a Mexican storyline between Andrade, Cien Almas, Angel Garza, with Humberto Carrillo, and Rey Mysterio. And they could have Humberto Carrillo and Rey Mysterio form a team so they could start a Mexican tag team storyline. The Mexican heels versus the Mexican babyface. Mexican heels versus the Mexican babyfaces.
From Charlotte, North Carolina.
Have Rey Mysterio and Humberto as babyface for now to form a storyline with heels, the Mexican heels.
Making that leap of faith from the cruiserweight division to the main roster was a risky move, but Alexander continues to prove himself.
Later,
I can't wait to see what he does here tonight.
Mysterio turn heel
says you can
on a
expect another
superstar
standout
on a
performance,
team,
Corey.
and have all 4 of them form a stable, some sort of Mexican stable. Having formed the first Mexican stable in WWE, a name.
Cedric's a true testament to hard work and chasing your dreams and never saying die. Cedric has a bright future here in WWE.
You need to come up with some kind of name. Or come up with some kind of name like the team of El Ímero. Or maybe El Ímero. Or however Andrade calls it. Or they can have a team. They can form a stable, and they can all be called the Mexican Lucha Libres. They can have a team called the Mexican Lucha Libres. You know, that's a perfect stable name, the Mexican Lucha Libres. That's a perfect stable name for Humberto Carrillo, Angel Garza, Rey Mysterio, and Andrade. They could be heels in the WWE, and they can go against the likes of NWO. You know, the likes of Hall of Famers and legends. They can go against other team stables like maybe the OC. OC adds Finn Balor to their. If the OC sometime will add Finn Balor to their group, it could be the OC versus Mexican Lucha Libre. See, here we go. There you go. 4-on-4, 8-man tag team match. 2 of the best stables in WWE going against each other. They could do something like that. Just saying.
Team action underway here, guys.
I think the direction WWE is going is what all I said.
Universe and frustrate the competition every single time he steps foot inside the squared circle.
Ricochet leaps out of the TV screen like a superhero leaps out of a comic book. Benjamin Driver. Good night.
I wish that Raw had fans in it, man. I mean, all of us that are watching at home miss the fans
right on their face
that get to sit in those seats and watch the wrestlers wrestle in real life. Real life shit. You know what I'm saying?
Running
I'm surprised Ricochet hasn't put
beautiful. The damage he's taken is starting to pile up. The beauty of tag team competition is that he doesn't need to take the entire brunt of the opposition's attack. Though the thought of making a tag doesn't necessarily appear to be on his mind right now.
Let him do damage on this match will be interesting, so that way I'll make it interesting, make it good.
Oof!
Make it for the battle.
Elbow smash! Dangerous situation.
That it was.
Downright
that it
treacherous.
was last night.
Hooked up and backdrop suplex. Hoping to make a tag here.
It sounds like there are a lot of people here tonight hoping for the exact same thing.
Ha! Making him pay. Oh, from behind. Into the pin attempt.
Yeah, seemed to be just testing the waters a bit there.
Looking to make the tag here.
A tag at this point can change the whole complexion of this match, Michael.
I got it.
Nice monkey flip. Oh, this is for the Northern Lights.
Oh,
Into the final cut coming.
That ain't good. That's making it worse.
Final cut. This match grinded him down a little.
Well, it's not dire consequences for him here.
What's he trying to do? Get Angel Garza out the ring?
Ah.
Yeah, that's what he's trying to do. Yeah, nice try.
Suplex. Desperately needs to make a tag here.
I don't know. It's going to be tough to make it to the corner.
Facebuster.
Man, that was vicious.
He might have been waiting on that one.
When you talk about great tag teams, we can go all the way back to teams like the Tolos brothers, Stevens and Patterson, Stevens and Bockwinkel, the Texas Outlaws, the Briscoe.
Here we go. We knew this was coming. Ooh, that hurt right to the kidney.
Golly.
Going for it again. Tag made. Oh, and a kick. Right to the midsection. Got a feel for Ricochet. Looking beaten down at this point.
I can't say I expected to see this tonight. It's not every day you see a guy as talented as him take such a beating.
What a clothesline. Ouch. Kick to the gut. Double underhook. Hooked him up. High angle.
And if you want to check out the March the 3rd, 2020 Monday Night Raw.
It's been a hard-hitting affair here tonight.
Results.
These competitors are going to have trouble walking on their own after this one.
March the 3rd, March the 23rd, 2020 Monday Night Raw results article. All you have to do is go to WWE. All you have to do is go to www.ringsidenews.com.
Really needs to get to the corner.
Last time
and make a tag.
Otherwise, this match may be over sooner than later.
We might just see it here.
And this crowd's starting to perk up, Michael. And there's the tag.
Monday Night Raw results and review article. Go to www.ringsidenews.com/2020/
Great reversal. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Oh, here we go.
Backslash 2020/
You know what they call that? Something no one would ever do to me.
/2020. I think.
Boom, what impact.
If I'm wrong, I don't know. Might be.
DDT by Ricochet.
And a kip up. Oh, aspiring offense from Ricochet.
This is what he feeds off of.
Oh, and a scoop slam.
And look at the quickness by Ricochet.
Harsh impact. He's in control. Irish curse backbreaker. Struggling to get to the corner here.
Might not make it, Michael.
Oh, my God. Oh, and a backbreaker.
Right to the spine.
So I have another link in the description. I have a new link in the description. It shows www.ringsidenews.com. It shows the March the 23rd, 2020 Monday Night Raw results and review. It shows last night's Monday Night Raw. Ringside News wrote this article on their site. So check it out.
Trying to get to the corner.
And speaking of Ringside News, I have to tell y'all
Michael.
some good news at the end.
Oh, my God.
After
backbreaker.
I tell y'all
Right to the spine.
which we had perfect. I have perfect.
Boom. forearm
I have
smash.
plenty
What's he
of
got
time.
in mind?
I have perfect time to do that. I have plenty of time for that. So this match won't be long.
And Ricochet making him think twice. Wasn't expecting that. And finds a counter.
Saw what he had in mind there.
He's Here it comes. Stay away from the worm.
Straight punch, nothing fancy.
And he's one step ahead there. Great technical skill on display.
I was getting ready to do it.
He's stalking his opponent from the top turnbuckle.
What is he trying?
Ricochet.
What
climbing
is he
to the
trying
top.
to do?
Got some tricks in mind.
Ricochet into the cover. And there's the kick out. Wow.
Drives with precision.
Absolutely has to make a tag here.
Yeah, but he's setting up again.
Here we go.
Oh, butterfly DDT. Nicely done.
The suspense this crowd is feeling is palpable.
They are waiting with bated breath.
Here we go with El
He's
Emo.
about to do it. He's about to do it again.
Oh,
That is a great
man.
reversal.
You got kidding.
Oh, Ricochet into the cover.
There's no way I had that.
And it's Andrade
I
almost
thought I had
checking
that
out
one
with
scouted.
ease.
He just powered out there, Cole.
Oh, wow. He's starting
Hey,
to
that was
struggle
supposed to
here.
hit him, and it
The
did. That
abuse
was a
his
punch.
body has gone through in this
That
match
ain't
is
fair.
very disturbing. I don't know why he hasn't made the tag yet. It's almost like he enjoys the pain.
This is going to be big. Ricochet ready to strike. Slipped on hard glove.
He missed. I blocked it. Here we go. It's over
Hammerlock
now.
is in.
Oh, man. Good night. A game-ending move. Checkmate. Oh, man. Ricochet. He's got it.
Cedric Alexander didn't even come in the ring to kick it out. What a surprise.
These guys gave everyone their money's worth.
Didn't even
Here's
come in
another
the
look.
ring to kick it out. But I'm actually going to tell y'all what really happened with this match. That ain't really what happened. I'm going to tell y'all what really happened with this match. I'm just showing these guys just to let y'all know that this match actually took place on Monday Night Raw last night. This actual tag team matchup.
Here are your winners, Angel, Garcia, and Andrade. Looking dominant at times in the victory.
Let's not overcomplicate things. This business is simple. It's all about wins and losses. And it sure looks to me like somebody has figured that out.
What a great match we
El
just saw here on
Emo.
Raw. Thank you to everybody at home
El
for
Emo.
choosing to spend part of your Monday night with us.
The best United States champion in the world, the first ever Mexican United States champion, first ever Mexican to ever win the United States champion. Well, actually, he's the second ever Mexican to ever win the United States champion. Because don't forget, Rey Mysterio is a former United States champion. So he's not exactly the first ever, but he's the best, youngest United States champion. I'll be surprised if Andrade beats Rey Mysterio's record as United States champion. Alright, so I'm going to tell y'all what happened with this match between Andrade and Angel Garza with Selena Vega versus Ricochet and Cedric Alexander. So they start the match with Ricochet and Andrade, and the one and only unloads a stiff kick edge chop. But Andrade lands one of his own and drops Ricochet with a boot. Ricochet catches Andrade with a head scissors, followed by a drop kick for the 1 count. Garza tags in, but the referee didn't allow it because he wasn't holding the tag rope. Ricochet beats Andrade down in another corner, but Garza walks over himself in, but the referee doesn't allow it again. The distraction allows Andrade to soccer kick Ricochet then shove him to the apron and the floor. The Street Profits walk out and join the commentary team. So back live, and the heels hits a nice double team sunset flip and running kick for a 2 count on Ricochet. Andrade goes up top, but Ricochet connects with Enziguri and a Hurricane Rana. Tags made to Alexander and Garza, and the former cruiserweight champion drops the letter with repeated forearms and a spin kick, running forearm in the corner, smackmare, and a drop kick. Alexander hits the rope assisted flatliner for a 2 count. Ricochet tags back in, and a front suplex followed by a standing shooting star press. Andrade comes back and delivers some massive chops to Ricochet and Alexander. But yeah. He comes back and delivers some massive chops to Ricochet and Alexander, but the babyfaces come right back with a stereo super kicks. Garza kicks, he knocks Alexander from the ring rather than kick. He knocks him from the ring, then leaps off the middle rope. But Ricochet catches him with a drop kick, and both men are down. So we're back live, and Andrade's fighting Alexander in the ring. Cedric hits a springboard Enziguri for a near fall. Vega tries to fire up her man as he hits Cedric with a double knees in the corner for a near fall. Garza tags in, and he hits a reverse suplex using the ropes as leverage. Garza apply a submission as the Street Profits joke about the heels trying to impress them. Andrade and Garza make use of quick tags and hit Alexander with some double team moves. Ricochet tosses Andrade from the ring and looks to jump on him, but Andrade swipes his feet. Garza then drops Alexander with a kick for a near fall. Garza hits a standing moonsault for another near fall and tags Andrade. They look to hit a double suplex, but Ricochet saves Cedric, pulls Garza from the ring, and hits a twisting top to the outside. Alexander catches Andrade with a slam for a near fall. Alexander slams some forearms into Andrade, but gets caught in a generally spinning back elbow. Either the ref screwed up the pinfall or Alexander forgot to kick out. Either way, the finish was botched. Or maybe Ricochet was the one that forgot to kick out. After the match, Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford come down the ramp, and both teams brawl in the ring. The champs clear the challengers from the ring, but Andrade snatches one of the tag belts and holds it on the ramp. See a replay of last week's Raw when Stone Cold came and gave stunners to Byron Saxton, Montez Ford, Angelo Dawkins. And we even got the Street Profits for Shane Dorn and Brendan Vink. So Dorn begins the match against Dawkins, and the champ lifts and slams him. Dawkins leaps over Thorne before dropping him with a shoulder. Tag made to Ford, and he drops Thorne with a drop kick. Ford delivers a defending chop to Thorne's chest. Then another Shane ducks forward and makes a tag to Vink. Brennan comes in and hot with a big boot to Ford and delivers a stiff chop of his own and mocks Ford. Vink takes a front face lock Bank drives forward into the corner and tags Thorne, who hits a big cannonball in the corner. Ford fights out of a submission and hits a jawbreaker. Bank tags in and tries to prevent the tag, but Ford hits an enziguri. Dawkins tags in along with Thorne and slams both him and Vink. Dawkins hits spinning forearms in the corner, then slams Thorne. Ford gets the tag and hits a frog splash for the win. So then we see a video of the past week when Reddit Boost was out jogging. An orange car pulled up alongside him and a ref was driving. Moose made the referee get out, but Truth sneaked out of the trunk and rolled Moose up to win the belt. R-Truth is the 24/7 championship. Truth celebrates and yells, "Go back to the football." Randy Moose then jumps in the car and leaves. So then the announcers run down the announced card for the two nights of WrestleMania. Charlie Caruso is in the darkened ring with Shayna Baszler, and they're just awkwardly staring at each other. Caruso says Baszler might be the most intimidating woman ever in WWE and asks how she plans on conducting herself as champion. Baszler doesn't respond. Charlie says Shayna allows her actions to speak for herself, but could she possibly answer? Baszler says Charlie looks nervous. Dead jokes that she might bite. Caruso asks if Becky can expect that kind of brutality at WrestleMania. And Baszler simply says Becky can expect to lose. Baszler simply says that. She simply says that, and then she yells at Charlie, and and says she should just ask the question she wants to. Why do you care about the title when all you care about is destroying? Well, she cares because winning the title will destroy Becky Lynch. As Charlie is asking her next question, we hear a crack and Shayna falls off her chair. The lights come up and we see Becky Lynch standing with a chair. She hits Baszler in the back with the chair again, then walks off. Aleister Black said Aleister Black would be in action that night, and he was. He went against a local competitor named Leon Ruff. The bell rings and Black doesn't move. He doesn't even try to move. I don't know why WWE is giving him keeps continuing to give him local competitor opponents. You can't just keep giving Aleister Black local competitor opponents. You need to keep getting him the opponents from the roster. They need to be giving him his wrestling opponents from the roster. Whether it's a babyface or a heel or not, still need to give him some opponents. They need to give the untalented wrestlers a chance to be in the ring. Maybe to step up against Black. But anyways, the bell rings and Black doesn't move, while Ruth looks terrified. Black meets him in the century of the ring and sits down, but didn't last long. It says Aleister Black will face Bobby Lashley at WrestleMania next weekend. Kevin Owens is in the ring as they had returned from break that night. He addresses Seth Rollins and says he was here last week, but Seth was nowhere to be found. He knows Seth is here tonight, so he's all ears. Rollins answers the call and comes out along. Seth walks to the ring slowly and says he can't understand how Owens thinks the Performance Center gives him a home advantage. He says he might not have trained here, where Owens did, and made friends. But Seth says KO doesn't even know how he got the opportunity. Seth says this building doesn't exist when he was training. The Performance Center was built on his blood, sweat, and tears. His first day, he walked into a rundown warehouse and told his entire life's work was meaningless. That he had to suffer and start at the beginning all over again. He had to preserve and succeed so that the likes of Owens could train somewhere like the Performance Center. He rebuilt the system, and that's what he's trying to do on Raw, but Owens refuses to follow in line. So he then says, none of this would exist without him, including NXT. There is no Gargano, Ciampa, Undisputed Era, or Women's Revolution without Seth Rollins, says Seth Rollins. More importantly, there is no KO, meaning stands for Kevin Owens. Without Seth Rollins, Owens makes to interrupt, but Seth asks if he can finish, and Owens agrees. Seth asks why. He asks why Owens asked for the fight at WrestleMania. His track record there is spotless. He won the Intercontinental Championship, he beat Triple H, he cashed in his Money in the Bank, and he beat Brock. Owens' Mania record, non-existent. And last year, Owens didn't even get on the show. Seth says Owens couldn't beat him on his worst day, and WrestleMania is his best day because under the pressure he becomes a god. He says Owens doesn't stand a chance and walks off. And then after that, they show the eternity of Charlotte Flair versus Asuka at WrestleMania 35. So it said last night, still to come, Randy Orton would respond to Edge's challenge to a last man standing match at WrestleMania. So then Charlotte Flair is interviewed following the replay of her beating Asuka's undefeated streak. She says she retired the Divas Championship and became the first women's champion. And last year she was one of the first women to main event the show. So if Rhea Ripley wants, she can watch some of her matches at the show of shows to learn a little something. After the break, Randy Orton would answer Edge's WrestleMania challenge. So the Viper Randy Orton comes to the stage. Orton says he has done some things and said some things that have been misunderstood over the past month or so. What he did came from a place of love, but it has been taken as an act of violence. Orton addresses Edge and says he has something he needs to say. He needs to apologize because a few weeks ago he lied to Beth Phoenix when he said Edge was a junkie for the roar of the crowd. Adam Copeland is a jungle. He said Adam Copeland is a junk for ego, a junk for Edge. And last week, something Edge said was true. He was handed an opportunity because of who he is, but an opportunity does not guarantee a Hall of Famer career. 1 year after getting called up, he had won the Intercontinental Championship and became the youngest WWE champion ever. Edge said, "We've only made both of their careers But that isn't true. He handed Edge the torch, and he threw Orton in thumbstacks. Orton says he spat in Foley's face, beat him to a pulp, and took the torch. He says Edge says he has greed, but greed isn't sitting around at home looking up at the sky, asking yourself, what if Orton says greed is longevity? He says he is the one constant in that locker room. He looked around. He looked around, and nobody has the accomplishments that he does, and nobody has as much grit as him. But Edge calls him an entitled brat. But isn't he the ultimate opportunist? Wouldn't he have done the same things? Joined Evolution along with Triple H. Everything he has done is because he loves Edge, and loves his children, Lyric and Ruby. And that's why he sent their father back home. But now Edge wants him in a last man standing match at WrestleMania. Edge might be writing the story, but he's going to write the last chapter, I accept, Randy Orton says. And that's the show. That was the show, ladies and gentlemen. That's all of last night's Monday Night Raw review. So now we need to move on to today's WWE rumors. Told you I have plenty of time to tell y'all those. It's going to be quick. It's not going to be long. So today's rumors I'm going to be telling you are including John Cena vs. The Fiend, WrestleMania movie, WWE, CM Punk relationship, Dana Brooke, and more. So if you have any questions about the Monday Night Raw, about my Monday Night Raw review, please comment in the section below or comment on the chat. Comment in the rectangle in the comments where it says add a public comment. Comment below if you have any questions about my Monday Night Raw review, about last night's Monday Night Raw, or anything else. Okay, so here's today's WWE rumors. So, and I'm gonna be and here's today's WWE and AEW rumors. So I'm gonna tell y'all the AEW rumor that's at the bottom. The last one is an AEW rumor, so I'm gonna tell y'all that to those of you who are AEW fans. So it's John Cena versus The Fiend at WrestleMania 36 will get a full-blown movie treatment with a unique look and feel, according to Gorilla Position. It'll be shot in a warehouse like the Randy Orton Bray Wyatt House of Horrors match at Payback in 2017. So, not only did WWE not reach out to CM Punk for WrestleMania this year, David Meltzer said on Wrestling Observer Radio that the company is against the idea of him ever wrestling for them again. There's apparently more bitterness from WWE towards Punk now than Vince versa. There's some confusion about the SmackDown Women's Title Six-Pack Challenge, as WWE.com posted an article removing Dana Brooke from the match, then deleting it. You can still see the image without Brooke on the WrestleMania 36 show page. WWE filmed this week's NXT at Full Sail yesterday, per Wrestling Observer, so It says they will get new matches on Wednesday. Also from the Observer, the Lumberjack match AEW announced last week won't be happening on Dynamite because it would have required too many people be on set. So that's all the WWE and the little AEW rumors. You have any questions? You have any questions with those? If you have any questions with those rumors, comment down in the section below. Ladies and gentlemen, before I end this live stream, I have some very good news to tell y'all. And that good news is I have contacted Ringside News today, and I told them, I sent them a message, saying that I think me and Ringside News should work together on providing you all the best Monday Night Raw, NXT, NXT UK, Friday Night SmackDown, 205 live results and review. So, and then I told them such and such, yada yada. Told them more, told them more stuff. I told them what I do on this channel and stuff. I even gave them my WWE. I even gave them my YouTube channel WWE 2K20 playlist link. So I'm hoping Ringside. I'm hoping I get a message or an email from Ringside News. I have them followed on Twitter and on YouTube, and I'm gonna be sure to follow them on Facebook too. So I'm interested to see what I'm gonna get back, what email, what message I'm gonna get back from ringsidenews.com. Hopefully they said, sure, we can do that, sure, we can work together. I'm hoping they'll say something. So, hoping to get a message back or email back from them maybe within a month or two. Alright, so, everybody, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your weekend. I have to get ready for work now, so you all take care of yourselves. Be sure you wash your hands. Make sure you put hand sanitizer in your hands. Keep your hands clean. Hygiene, very important. And that's all for today. Have a good rest of your Tuesday. See ya. Tune in Thursday morning because I will be reviewing NXT. I'll be doing the I'll be doing the March the 25th, 2020 NXT results in review Thursday morning. So tune in for that one. It'll be streaming live on WWE 2K20 on the YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel. So tune in for that. Like I said, everybody, thanks for watching. Have a good day.